PayPal. And this is a stock that's continuously been on my undervalued list for my stock screener. It's had trouble breaking out after a rough few years and slowing revenue growth. The stock market has hated this stock, but I think it may be time to start scaling into this position as the valuation metrics are looking very attractive on this one. Now, PayPal doesn't fit the criteria for my dividend portfolio since it does not pay a dividend, but the valuation metrics are pretty hard to ignore. I do plan on adding shares to the growth portfolio, and I like this company in the back half of the year as payments with Christmas shopping and everything else add to its revenue and bottom line. This is a chart showing the revenue on a quarter-over-quarter basis. As you can see, typically those long bars are from Q3 or Q4 earnings, which is the September and December time periods of accounting. So PayPal does a lot better in the second half of the year. That's why I want to own it in this second half going into the new year. As you can see down at the bottom right of your screen, it did just have that crossover as well, the yellow line crossing the blue line. So another moving average crossover showing bullish momentum on the weekly time frame. This is what analysts think of PayPal currently, like a screaming buy. And let's look at why. Let's look at the numbers. So that forward PE ratio of 15.3 is implying that their earnings are going to lower their valuation even more, and is a price to earnings growth ratio of 1.1, which is typically very good according to Peter Lynch, one of the greatest investors of all time. Here's some discounted cash flow analysis for PayPal. So we can see a neutral case is a 14% undervaluation for PayPal. A base case shows 31% upside to about $100 per share. And an extremely bullish case shows about a 42% margin of safety with an intrinsic value of 135.13. It's trading at about 78 bucks. That represents a 70% upside in this stock. This is a screaming buy in my opinion. Let me know if you're buying any of these three stocks that I just analyzed. Also, comment down below if you want to see how I find these stocks and what metrics I actually put into my stock screener. I can share that in another video coming up soon. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, peace.